Missouri. Today's guest is McMaster Trick, man. Legendary, man. One of the proteges of Kurtis Blow, man. West Coast legend in my eyes, man. You doing your thing. You in the present and you came from the from the past, man. It's like how's you still doing this, man? It's not too many of y'all that's still here, man. So can you talk about where you from for the new generation and how you end up being here?
Well, aside from being originally born in St. Louis, Missouri,
Okay.
uh, my family moved to Cali via the military. I ended up in the high desert of California. But if I jump ahead to my career, um, there was a radio station in Los Angeles called 1580 KDAY, and it was an AM station, first station in the world playing rap music 24 hours a day. And I had a production company down in Oceanside, California, where the largest Marine base in the United States just happens to sit. So a lot of my upbringing was like catering to the military, DJing for the military, producing shows in that area. And In 1985, I got signed to Universal MCA Records right around the time that Crush Groove was coming out,
Yeah.
uh, and uh, and let's see, that would have been around the time that just after that, I think Universal did a sub deal with Andre Harrell, who had
Yeah.
Uptown Records on the east side, and I'm on the west side. My group was a group called the Mix Masters, and
Yeah.
within that group, man, some of the coldest DJs and producers on the West Coast.
Yeah.
You might have seen this one before.
Yeah. I just saw that not too long ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
So look,
recognize anybody on there?
let me see. Scoot it up. Okay.
How
I
about
can't
this guy?
really.
That's Dr. Dre.
Damn, Dre. He was part of the Mix Masters.
See, what you got to understand is Dre, Yella, were both
Damn, that's
DJ.
Yellow. Okay, DJ
That's
Yellow.
Yella. That's Yella right there. And I think that's Michelle A in the beginning, in the middle.
Yeah, that looked like it.
Yep. And so Lonzo, Lonzo was the man that had the studio. Me and Lonzo go way back because matter of fact, if y'all know who Battle Cat is, uh, first time I was working on a single in Lonzo's studio, Battle Cat was kind of standing over my shoulder while I was producing. This before y'all ever heard of a track from that guy.
Yeah, and you were telling me about that. Now look, before we get
Yeah.
any further in the interview, I'm gonna take it way back because off, man. Let me ask you this question, man. I gotta ask you, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Wow. Um, it would have had to been maybe like 1979, 1980-ish.
Mm.
Uh, I'm sure I was in high school and Rappers Delight came out and I remember we got a little crew together, like the cats on the track team, like the relay squad, because I was a sprinter. I was the anchor on the sprint team. So I think it was like our sprint, our 4x4 ended up all like putting a little rap crew together.
Yeah,
When we was in high school. And then of course, Curtis Blow came out and it was a wrap after that.
yeah. For
Yeah.
sure, man. You said you had migrated from Louis to San
Yep.
Diego, California. What was your mom and your father like? At that time.
My dad was in the Navy and my mother was a cold piece because she was actually working for the military also, but she was the buyer for the military exchange system. So So anybody that went into one of the exchanges or whatever, like military exchanges, that's like a Walmart for the military.
Okay.
Uh, my mother was the one going to all the shows and buying whatever they needed to sell in the store, like clothes or fucking soap or shampoo or
Yeah.
cereal, whatever. Like they were like a Walmart, and she was the person that would go to all the manufacturers and get everything put in the store. And this one, my mother was like 22 or something like that.
Man.
My dad was in the medical field. He was a corpsman in the military originally. Uh, and they both went to Sumner High School.
Oh
You know,
wow. That's crazy. That's
yeah,
wild. Crazy. Yeah,
yeah,
shout out
yeah.
Summer.
My mother played tennis with Arthur Ashe over there.
Okay. Okay.
And then you got to keep in mind, my grandfather, my dad's dad was Samson Westbrook, who's the guy who trained both the Spinks brothers in St. Louis at Tandy.
Shout out Corey Spinks, man. I interviewed Corey Spinks, man. Corey Spinks, man.
Well, tell him I said, "What's up?" My grandpa was the one training his dad and his uncle.
Okay. Leon.
Yeah, yeah, Leon and Michael.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
two heavyweight champions. Also
Yeah,
now,
for
okay,
sure.
so that's a rare situation when you get a guy to train two people out of the same house and they both become world champion heavyweights.
For
That's
sure.
amazing.
Now, I was gonna ask you, man, what was your mom and your father like during your time in this music industry, like your journey on the way to where you at? They saying,
Well, I was a I was a little child prodigy at 7, so everybody around me was tripping. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why you ain't going to medical school type shit. Uh, the irony, my dad was like a talent. Like my dad is an artist. My dad was an actor. He was, matter of fact, I'm in the studio. Like there's a picture of him in a play right here.
okay,
I don't
damn,
know if you could see that, but
yeah, I can see it.
that was a
Very shit.
that, that was a play my dad was in. This is his mug.
Okay,
He was in that play, and then he got offered a movie called Blazing Saddles.
okay,
Big movie, big comedy. Uh, I can't remember the cast that did that movie, but that was a big deal. My mother wasn't too thrilled about the entertainment business though.
yeah,
So, and it's kind of ironic because at the end of the day, my mother actually co-produced my first music video.
wow,
Uh, it's nuts. So like while I was rapping and I'm blowing up on Universal and doing this, my mother is in San Diego. She ends up taking on management of the biggest gangster rapper in San Diego.
wow. Who
Uh,
was that?
his name was Green Eyes. His picture's up here too. Watch. Let me see. Where is it at? Oh, here you go. Look.
Green Eyes. Okay,
Yup. Major San Diego hip hop artist.
yeah,
Made some gangster shit from way back in the
yeah,
city of San Diego. It's some stories about his partner, a dude named Gangster Earn. Uh, it's wild, man. It's a lot to the scenario, but I remember my eldest son, 9 years old. I was going to a contest in San Diego, and I rolled up, and Gangster Earn and Green Eyes they was competing, and then my son, 9 years old, walked up to the stage and got on the stage and competed, and I believe he beat them that day.
damn.
But that was the day I met Green Eyes.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's some crazy shit.
sound like a
It's
crazy time, man. On to the next question, man.
yes, sir.
Did you always knew you had the gift, man, to do what you're doing now? Let me ask you this. How did you get the name Mick Master?
Well, it's actually Mic Master, as
Oh
in
yeah, Mike
microphone
Master.
master.
No disrespect,
Yes, sir.
Master.
No, no, no. I mean, if you look at it on paper, it can
Yeah,
look like
you
Mick
know.
Master, especially when I'm from a group called the Mix Masters, and
Yes,
you got to keep in mind,
right.
you know, I see when I was in San Diego County, I had a production company. We were called Magic Trick, and Magic was mixing magic out of Chicago, and I was DJ Trick, from sitting in Cali out of St.
Right.
Louis. Now, here we are both in Oceanside, and my man was truly a mixer. Like, you gotta keep in mind, for in Chicago wasn't into like the LA thing or the New York thing. They had their
Yeah.
own thing, and it was kind of more like house. And so the mixers were more like the DJs were more into blending than scratching or
Yeah.
cutting. Like New York, you got Bed-Stuy, and then in LA, niggas was like, so the transition of DJs and the difference in each DJ was based on their region. And so my man came from the Midwest. He was very, very good at mixing, blending. And so, I studied his shit. I was just all over the place when it came to DJing. I was doing everything that anybody would put on the table. And I just got down with it. And then ultimately we connected. He and I became a production company. And ultimately that's how we got down with the Juneteenth, actually, because before anybody knew what a Juneteenth was, we were throwing Juneteenth events in first Juneteenth we did, 300 people came to a park in Oceanside. We didn't
Mm.
even know what the fuck it was. And then the following year we did like 30,000, I think. So I mean it went from 300 to 30,000 in 11 months of promotion and production. And my mother, who just passed last August,
God bless
when
her
June
soul.
respect when Juneteenth became a national holiday, she called me up and she said, "Congratulations." And I said, "For what?" She said, "Well, Juneteenth's a national holiday. You know you had a hand in that, right?" And I was like, "Huh, I guess you're right."
Yeah.
Real
Okay.
shit. You
On
know,
to
so
the, yeah. You now what you finna say?
shit, I don't even know.
All right. We're gonna keep it moving on to the
Yes,
next
sir.
question, man. What was your first impression of Curtis Blow, man?
Wow. That was probably my first impression. Was
Yeah.
wow. Um, I just thought he was dope. I thought it was incredible. I was kind of green when I first started working with Kurt, and you know, and this is just a factual situation. I was so green. I'm sitting in the car, and it's not like it's no puzzle.
Mm.
There was a time, Curtis Blow presently is the minister, very reputable person in the world, like most definitely one of the few people on the planet I would say that I trust. I was just going through that earlier today, but I'm sitting in the car writing lyrics, and he's sitting in the seat next to me in the car smoking a Diablito,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know what that was at the time. I'm just like, hey, check out these lyrics I just wrote, and he's all.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just honored, bro. Like on some real shit. I saw a lot of shit that I would have never expected to see the way that it was. Certain things that like he just had got done working with the Fat Boys, you know what I mean? And I remember working in the studio with Kurt and watching him get hurt because the Fat Boys came to town and just, didn't even call him, you
Damn.
know. And I just
Damn.
saw it, you know what I mean? I saw the hurt on his face when that happened. I feel like later on in that day, Mike Tyson came through the studio and I got introduced to him for the first time. We ended up writing a song on our first album called "On the Top," dedicated to Mike Tyson. And
Shout out Mike
it's
Tyson, man.
no doubt, no doubt. And keep in mind that nigga, that's like the first. I think that's the first record I ever heard Curtis cuss on.
Damn.
Yep, he said this going out to my homeboy, right, Mike Tyson, cause he's on the top now. You know, he got all these motherfucking titles. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah. I got
yeah,
I, I got in trouble. I got in trouble on the air one time for introducing Kurt because I went to this club and I hadn't seen none of the like major promoters I was working on the radio doing commercials for them and shit. So they see me at the club and they're like, "Oh, Trick, what's up? Let me buy you a drink." So I'm at the bar. I don't really drink that tough. Never have. Never really tried. And this particular day, they put these little drinks on there called kamikazes. You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Man, bro, I hadn't. So, so they
Yeah.
had put them in front of me. I took two of them to the head, maybe three of them to the head, and now I got to go introduce Kurtis. So now I'm standing up from the bar, staggering the whole time, going to the stage, and everybody think I'm dancing and shit because I'm just like the music playing, and I'm like, uh, and then I get to the stage, and I'm like, and now keep in mind we live on the radio. And I'm like, coming to the motherfucking stage. They're like, what are you doing? cut. Like you on the air, motherfucker. What are you doing right now? Yeah,
Right,
so
right, right.
I got in trouble that day, but you know, Kurt's the
For
man.
sure. For sure. Shout out Curtis Blow, man. You said Pastor now you said?
He sure is.
That's what's up,
The,
man. Respect.
so he founded the hip hop church.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So
That's
he's a
major.
he's an ordained minister. I remember he was going to school for the clergy. He graduated. I remember it was a big deal. And then he started doing gospel. You know, right now I think he's just considered like a national treasure. I mean, because I don't know if you know, but he had a heart transplant.
No, I didn't know that.
Yep, yep. So I mean, technically, he's in his second coming.
Yeah.
Yep, he's in his second coming. Crazy man, so much has gone on. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
I was thinking, but go ahead. I don't want to detract from the questions you have.
Now you we gonna go to the next question. Earth girls are easy. What was it like being on the set around Damon Wayans and Jim Carrey?
Oh shit! No, you didn't. What you know about that Earth Girls Are Easy shit? That's like some low key secret shit there, buddy. It was the it was like my first feature film I ever got to fuck with. Um, I was signed at the time to Universal, and it was crazy because I had an 8 album deal, right? And I
Okay.
probably was in my sixth or seventh year when I found out that I could go to Universal for free. That
Yeah.
about a bit. So
Right.
I took my sons one time to Universal after I found that shit out. That's the day I met Pac.
What's up, Tupac?
Yeah, he stepped to me. It was kind of wild.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, we get into that. We definitely gonna get into
Earth
that,
Girls Are
man.
Easy. That's crazy. Earth Girls Are Easy. That was fun, man. It was
Yeah.
I was dating this chick at the time. I took her to the set with me. I got her plugged in, and we were both on the movie set. And she got mad because there was this chick on the set that was that was like had a bigger role in the thing, and she kept giving me eyes and waving and shit. That shit was crazy, but it was good. You know what? Uh, Keep in mind, uh, Damon wasn't that like that's the first movie I ever saw Damon Wayans in. I think that was before Living Color,
Okay.
and the big actor in that was Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey was in it too, though.
Yeah. Did you get a
But you gotta
chance to
keep in
meet
mind,
Jim Carrey?
huh?
Did you get a chance to meet Jim Carrey?
I really didn't. I mean, you gotta keep in mind we're on set. We're in the same set. But we're in our positions, and like
Yeah.
it ain't it ain't like you break character and go, hey, let me holler at you. It was more
Right.
like
Right.
I was a small fry when it came to the set. We were like extras, and and they were the real cast. So they bring them in and they bring them back out. You know what I'm saying? And the person I really got to chop with was Jeff.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, because
Okay.
again, like he was the big star there. Like for
Yeah.
me,
So what
I
was
I
it? What was it like though, man? Like you always inspired to be an actor. You ain't never inspired because I know you like some TV work, didn't you?
I did. It was, you gotta understand, like, for me in the industry, I started out just as a writer. I mean, like, when I before rap, I was
Yeah,
doing poetry. I was writing. Most people that were in my class or my schooling knew me as a person who was a creative writer, probably more so, and an athlete. And so, uh, when I got the opportunity to, make music, I think I was more of a, like, I was a musician. Like, I played the drums. My first instrument was a trumpet. So rap came after that. Like, I was already studying music. I was already in, like, I was listening to everything. I grew up in a very eclectic household musically, from classical shit. Matter of fact, I got a classical joint on this turntable right now. This one right here. That's
okay,
that shit is Tchaikovsky.
okay.
Okay, but
That's
I
dope.
mean,
That's dope. That's
I was
original
really into,
shit.
nah, and I was into funk bro, I've been the lead vocalist in a rock band called Egyptian Acid Rock. I've been the lead vocalist in rock, funk, hip hop, art, reggae. I was in a reggae band. I mean, I've done a lot of different things, but rap was the thing that got me a record deal.
Yeah,
And and I've never been limited to just one element of the business. I'm just a, like, I'm a thorough type of cat. Like, so in other words, I might start slow because I'm thinking through all the parts, but then once everything is in pocket, then we run like a rocket. So honestly, I never, like, certain things in the game came real easy to me, I think. So I didn't really, so when things come easy, you kind of take them for granted. Um, you know, I didn't really I didn't really have, like, growing up, I wasn't like, oh, I want to get a record deal when I grow up. You know what I mean? It was, I just want to be able to do something to change this world and make it a better place. And then as my life developed, music seemed to be logically the place to go ahead and do that at. And
yeah,
and so that's where I started. And it's ironic because I feel like I come from the era where, you know, Curtis Blow was the era before me, and it was about, you know, reality and partying, really. Clap your hands, everybody, if you got
yeah.
what it takes. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
at the
right.
same time, then you got it's called survival. You got the Furious Five still coming with, like, conscious shit. Then, so I mean, those were the parameters to me of rap when I got involved. But I had a style and a swagger that superseded even my lyrics.
Yeah,
So I found out, in the course of my history that, they kind of used my style.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna get into that right now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. Can you reiterate that state Tupac situation? What led with
Oh,
problems with MC Hammer, Tupac, and BT?
woo! That's big, man. Wow. Okay, so, well, and it's crazy because if I tell it to you how I know it today, it'll be out of sequence. If I tell it to you how it happened, you might be as confused as I was for however many years. But um, so I did a single called "Rap Trickster," which basically was inspired by Ice-T's record when he said, "Evil's the mixer, I'm the rap trickster. Paparazzi's on the bum rush for you know what I'm saying?" That line.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And I'm Trick, so I was like, "Thank you, Ice, for handing me that." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And so the irony of that is, I took that concept, and I don't know if you remember a female rapper named MC Trouble.
MC Trouble.
She was signed to Motown, and she was like the West Coast version of Latifah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go do my homework on MC Trouble.
Well, MC Trouble's the one singing the hook on my song "Rap Trickster."
Okay.
And she passed away right after she did that shit, which
Rest
was
in peace, MC Trouble.
crazy. But so when I did the music video to Rap Trickster, which was produced by uh, uh, MC Trouble's fiance at the time, is a one of the mix masters named DJ Romeo.
Okay.
Romeo did stuff for like Lighter Shade of Brown, Coolio, Tupac, TLC. He worked with Babyface and them on stuff. So you know, he's matter of fact, Romeo and Rhyme were the ones that beefed with NWA.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Oh, they had a song out called "Nothing But a Fan,"
Mm-hmm.
and they were dissing NWA. Uh,
Damn.
but like I said, so that song is kind of crazy, man, because I usually demo my songs. Like I usually create my idea in a demo. And back then, if I made a demo, I would take it to my boss at the time, who's the guy who owned the Mix Masters, Greg Mack, and then he put me with whoever's gonna produce it out of the producers in the Mix Masters, which that's where you got your Dre's and your Battle Cats and Tony G's and Aladdin's and you know, Romeo's, you know. So the Mix Masters is a deep group of cats that everybody pretty much knows. Matter of fact, you know Joe Cooley, Rodney and Joe Cooley. Matter of fact, the song that Kendrick Lamar has out, I can't remember which joint it is. I just know that he's got the, you know, can't get enough of everlasting bass.
Okay.
Boo-doo-doo-doo. That
Yeah.
track is Rodney and Joe Cooley. Joe Cooley's one of the Mix Masters.
Okay. Damn
So when
right.
you go to like, so if you check like the uh uh they had a DJ battle. It's what was it called? The I can't think of it right now, but there was a actually you see what I'm doing right now. It's gonna short term memory loss.
Ain't
Uh
nothing wrong with it.
oh, DMC, that's what it was. It was called the DMC DJ battle. And you know, a lot of cats globally would compete. You got Qbert that came out of that. DJ Rectangle, who's the cat that I worked with. Um, you know, so most of the mix masters touched the DMC at one point. Aladdin, I think, won it one year. Uh, but so I did this song, um, and when we went to shoot the video, because I had been working with Michael Jackson, we were doing some stuff with uh, his camp. Like a lot of the stuff we were doing in the studio in our first album, like wherever Michael Jackson would go to record his vocals, then we would go behind him in that studio because we knew that they were going to just get quality work done at that place. So we were like, well, if Michael Jackson used that, then that's where we want to go to do our vocals.
Right.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. I'm trying to tell you, man, I was in a very good position, extraordinary. I mean, and there wasn't like even Kurt couldn't say, "Oh, this is what you do when you get signed to MCA," you know, because he was signed to Solar or I'm talking Polygram, I think, was who he was signed to. But I'm just saying that was a different situation. I'm the second rapper ever signed to Universal. So, and the first group was LA Dream Team.
Mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dream team is in the house. Remember that?
Okay. Take it way back. Damn.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
what
oh,
happened
God,
in the
bro.
tournament with Tupac?
Okay, so what happened was, uh, so I was shooting this video for Rap Trickster,
Yeah.
and and there had just been a thing out in the world where James Brown had asked Hammer to go after the glove. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It was like a big production they had on a video, and and James Brown was like, Hammer walked to him like, "Yes, Godfather," you know, and he's like, "Okay, I need you to go get the glove."
Yeah.
He was like,
Okay.
yes, Godfather. Now you got to understand. For me, I'm in the business, and then all of a sudden, there's this guy that I never heard of in my life, and his name was Hammer. And all of a sudden, he's dissing Michael Jackson. I just was like, bruh, you're tripping. And
Yeah.
so I didn't write any lyrical content about him or nothing. We were just in a video production, and the information came to me, and I was like, oh, that's fucked up. So I took one of the dancers in our group, and I pulled him over and I said, yo, you do a Michael Jackson routine. You got your Michael Jackson hat. This Mr. Animation. Matter of fact, hold up. This guy right here. This the guy. This the reason that the fucking the Olympics had breakdancing in Paris. This guy.
Okay.
Okay. And that's some other shit that some motherfuckers might want to debate, but I can tell you that there's a guy named Salah that pretty much is the the European version of Mr. Animation, who you used to see on Venice Beach getting down in Cali. If you saw the movie Breaking or Breaking 2, he was in that shit with a mask on dancing because the boy's cold. He invented a thing called the moon run. You know how they do the moon walk?
Yeah.
Well, he did a thing called the moon run where he goes backwards, running forward. It's called you can look it up, Google it. It's Mr.
Yeah.
Animation Moon Run. Look it up. Dope. But so I had him take it. Oh, it's crazy. I got a hammer sitting right here. This is how cold this is. So in the video, no, there's a clip of oh yeah, let me show it to you. This clip, it's crazy because since my mother passed, I came to the house and all this stuff was here. Look, you see that?
Yeah.
You
Yeah. I
see what's
see
in
it.
his hand? You see what's in his hand?
A hammer.
Right. So in the video, how I dissed his ass was, and keep in mind, this is a cat that I didn't know from Adam, and I dissed him by way of dropping that hammer in the trash can with the dancer, right? So
Damn. MC Hammer with the hammer. That's
now the thing
crazy.
about it is, I don't know if he ever saw the motherfucking video or any of that shit, but the craziest shit is this. In that video, in the beginning of that video, wait a minute, hold up. I got clips of that shit too. Okay. So yeah, in my dance, in my dancers, I hired one of the girls that I hired was this girl that was she was a stripper down the street at this club in Oceanside, and her name is Old Than. Now, if you saw check baby 1 2 3 4 check baby 1 2, it's called the rump shaker. You remember that? Okay,
Mhm.
the girl with the baddest ass in that video was Othan.
Damn.
So now from my video, she ended up working with Teddy Riley's people, and so she was in Hammer stuff. She was in everybody's shit, right?
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
does how does she come from my camp, from out of my video that I dissed Hammer on, and Hammer don't know nothing about it? How is that?
Yeah.
Is that even
Yeah.
possible?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So now peep game. Now understand, after I shoot that video in uh 1991 November,
Okay.
come now the it gets edited, it's gonna go out, blah blah blah. I'm on the road. I'm on the way to do a show in Denver, Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, somewhere. Actually I was headlining a rave, and I had a major car accident on the way there. I got
Yeah.
ejected from a car. I got ejected from the vehicle. It left me with they didn't think I was gonna pull through, but it left me with mid grade amnesia after the accident. So understand that after I shot the video, I really wasn't conscious of the shit I was doing. I come back around, and it's crazy because my accident was July 11th, 1992. Now, as I'm walking out, there's a guy walking in that looked just like me. And he ended up working with all my guys from Dr. Dre to everybody in LA. Now the crazy thing is, after years go by, I end up I end up it's echoing right now. So years go by, I end up running into Hammer's manager, a guy named Leo Rogers, R.I.P. Leo.
Okay.
And me and Leo became close. He tells me how he was managing Hammer. I tell him the story about the song, and he's like, "Yo, you and Hammer should talk about it. You should get together and y'all should chop." And so me and a group I was working with out of Arizona called the New Breeds and their momager, we go and we link up with Hammer at Talking Stick Casino in Arizona. Hammer was performing there. Leo told me all the little code words to say to get him to get me to Hammer. And so we did that. And on some real shit, like, he kind of fucked me up because he acted like he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, right? And so, of course, for me, but he was very much a gentleman. I mean, not to get it fucked up, we were surrounded by his security and we were walking and he was hungry. We were headed to like a buffet or something, you know. And he was very hospitable, to say the least. But I felt like I came to a wall because what he said, like he acted like he didn't know nothing about nothing. And so I'm just like, I felt that he was telling me a genuine statement, so I couldn't really say nothing other than that, right? So then I leave that alone. Years go by, and I'm talking with Kevin Black, and he gives me some insight. And then I'm talking to Mel Love out of Bad Boy, and yeah, of course. And then he gives me some insight, and then Kay Davis comes out. That's Dougie Fresh's nephew, another cold piece, and he gives me some more insight. And so what it comes down to is, if you go to the song that everybody thought was a to me, it's called "It's All Good." Hey, it's all good, right?
Okay.
Now, keep game. My name is Trip.
Right.
So any rapper that uses the word trick in their lyrics, they're just using it pretty much just because it's, it's supposed to be a pronoun, I guess. Right? So if you consider that Tupac wrote the lyrics for Hammer, Hammer might not even know what he was saying.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And it was, man, look. Let me tell you, there's a piece that we left out. So, right around the time, right before my accident, dude, literally right before my accident, so it would have been like, the song was just barely like on the surface. Like, I don't even know if it was released yet. So it's been only in-house people like, oh damn, that could have had a copy of it. But like I told you, so I find out I can go to the I can go to the Cineplex at Universal. So I take my two eldest sons. They're 9 at the time.
Okay.
And like I told you, one of them was a rapper at 9 years old.
Right. I remember you saying.
So we're standing in line to get popcorn or some shit, right? And then Tupac just walks up on us. Now, I don't really know him.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he's walking up on me. But I can tell there's some tension.
Yeah.
So, but I'm oblivious. Like, the only thing I'm recognizing is that there's a cat walking up on me, and he's a little bit hot. Now, keep in mind, I'm still with two 9-year-old boys, and with all due respect, I don't take lightly of any man. I don't care what the size or whatever. I don't judge a man whether he could do something or not do something. So where I'm from, I'm just prepared for whatever.
Right. That's real shit. That's real.
Now, so the thing that's ironic is that I felt like there was like how he came at me was like hot, but I didn't really have no reason to be beefing with nobody. So I was just like, and then my 9-year-old son said, "It's Tupac." Big game. And when he spoke, all of a sudden energy changed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like he acknowledged that there was some kids present. Okay. And so he kind of stopped. He looked at me, but he didn't look at me with a friendly look. But the cold shit is, just tell you how fucking oblivious my ass is. I say to him, I'm like, hey, are you doing shows right now?
Damn.
Because I was gonna put that nigga.
That's crazy.
Because you gotta keep in mind, like the collabs was not like a big thing yet. And so I wasn't even thinking like that, but I did think, if this nigga's doing shows, I'll book him on a gig and take him to one of the clubs. I said, are you doing shows? He was like, no.
Rest up, Tupac.
Yeah. Here's it. West up.
Yeah, West up, Midwest to the West. Hey, man, you did
now check it out on some real shit now. Like people tell me, like, so when he passed in '96, the crazy shit was I used to be a ball headed too, and so everywhere I went, people were like, "Oh my God," and thinking I was Tupac.
That's crazy.
Okay, but you got to keep in mind, with all due respect, I have none but love for my man. I had to really get to know him because they offered me the movie twice. I turned it down one time, and then God turned it down another time. But he's 7 years my junior.
Yeah.
So I don't look like him, with all due respect.
Right. That's real.
You know, it's like my dad don't look like me. I look like him. That's just math. So but that happened, and then I got off the movie, and then I told him I didn't want to do that, but because of the drama with the movies, really. And so I told him I'll do a live performance, and I actually did a live performance with Shock before he passed.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I actually did Pac's verse on live in front of 15,000. Yeah, it was wow. Yeah,
I was gonna say, you mentioned male love, man. Can you talk about the?
Oh my God. Well, me and Mel go back at least a decade or so. We've done a lot of shows. I was with Mel in Houston when we did the NBA All-Star. He saved his life. that happened. We also pissed off everybody on the block because we had the Rough Riders come in and they stopped at every club on their way to our club, and so every time they would leave out of a club, everybody in that club would go with them. So they all ended up at our club because we were the last stop. But me and so I used to work. I used to work with a company called the Urban Network. So what I do with the magazine? Here they go. So Urban Network is not like something that most people will find on the newspaper. It was inside for the industry. Matter of fact, the people that know about the network are people like Beyonce. You know, because Urban Network is the company that took off their first single, made sure they linked up with like John.
Okay.
Okay. Last time I ran into Mike Epps and Q, they were there at the Urban Network conference. Matter of fact, when we ran into Ice Cube, he said to me, he said, "Man, I thought you was dead."
Damn.
I gotta say, I wasn't quite ready for that statement when I ran into my man.
Yeah.
So I kind of, when I heard that statement, I was like, "Oh yeah, nice to meet you. Got it."
Man.
Now I wish I would stop because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So what I'm finna say, what's your plans though? Like for okay. That's what I wanted to see, man. I wanted to get this out, man. This legendary hip hop shit right here. Y'all gotta see this shit.
Which
Man.
I know. Watch this. But you know who that?
Man, that's crazy. Is that Deb?
Yeah, good one.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Legendary shit.
this magazine came out in 2010.
Okay.
Now in that little corner.
Yeah.
Let me see. That says the Miami Music Festival.
It says the what?
Miami Music Festival.
Okay.
And it was 2010. And the thing is, the Urban Network.
Let me get a light.
The Urban Network was the co-producer of the Miami Music Festival that year. And I actually went out and produced at least a dozen clubs on South. And we did big shows out there. Waka was on the ticket. Mario, a lot of names, but we did a show for Deb and you know, I mean, for those who don't know who Deb is, that's the woman. That's Waka Flocka's mother.
Yeah, that's Waka Flocka's mother. Yeah.
You know, but people know her as the foundation of Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
You know.
The original Gucci Mane. Before they said he was a clone. That man, people said Gucci was a clone. Think that conspiracy shit real, man? You think like he was a clone?
Okay, you asked the right question at the end.
You said what?
Do they really have?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they started with vegetables. And it's crazy because the first time I ever saw fruit, you know where I was at? I was in Turkey. And you know what it was?
What's that?
It was a cloned orange.
Damn. A clone horse. That's crazy.
No. Cloned orange.
A clone orange? Damn, they cloned the orange?
Yeah, and they had them running in the center of the freeway like decorative trees.
That's crazy. So it wasn't. Is it like it ain't the same nutrients? Like you getting a false narrative, like basically to your body.
It's like opening up an orange and eating cardboard.
Damn.
Because it looks like an orange. It come off a tree like an orange, but just like eating it.
Yeah.
And it didn't make any sense to me. I was like, wow, this is dope. Smart. They got oranges down the freeway, so like ain't no such thing as going hungry.
Right.
I mean, a homeless motherfucker hungry, he just pull up off the street. That's good, right? No. And then they told me, oh, those are uniforms.
Damn.
I'm like, that don't even make no damn sense. You still got to water them.
Right.
But yet, they have no purpose other than ornamental. Man, that's just. I don't want to play God. I don't know.
Damn. So with that being said, man, clones probably really do exist, man. What if we clones, man? Let me ask you this, man. Aliens exist because people starting to say they see spacecrafts and shit flying in the sky nowadays.
You talking to an alien?
Man, talk to me. So I'm talking to an alien right now. You gotta talk to me about that.
Listen, check it out. You know who Sophia Stewart?
I know who Sophia Stewart is. Yes.
Mother of the Matrix. The creator, the owner, creator of Terminator and Matrix.
Okay.
Very good. Now, everything she predicted, her manuscript and her studies, and then the things that those films, that shit looks. They came out. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what does it crazy today?
You said what?
Does it seem crazy today?
Does it seem crazy today? Nah. That seemed like she was on the right path.
She told me right now they make it Terminator.
Yeah. I wrote about all of that shit. Elon Musk doing his thing with the robots.
Come on, man. And he puts on this VR glasses.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. It's crazy. Like they say, we're going into the new world order.
But the make is a little deeper because of the concept of consciousness versus subconscious.
Can you escape the matrix?
Say again?
You escape the matrix?
Oh, absolutely.
Talk to me.
Just follow the white rabbit.
Okay, now we there. Follow the white rabbit. There we there. Straight up. Okay, so what's your scenario with the white rabbit? Is that what you want to tell everybody follow you, or you don't follow?
It's very interesting. But I'm how I can manage. I said I'm just
you just the best one for sure.
And my vessel has changed quite a lot of things because of a capability. You're gonna see things that are gonna show you see things on people's hands.
Yeah, the M.
That's one.
2 M's. Yeah.
And now do this. Is the present in there? Let me turn it around.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, I see him. When you put the two main side by side.
You said put them side?
Yeah, like you got them right now.
Okay.
You see the crescent moon?
I'm trying to see that motherfucker. Oh, okay. Damn, it do look like a crescent though.
That's what that is. Chosen one.
Man, with that being said, man, we are children of God, man. You know, melanated beings, man. It feel like we are keepers of the universe, man. We was ones that was put here, you know, show the other, you know, how to be the right way, you know.
Well, we are the first generation of issue, and so that means we have to everything.
For sure.
You know, part of our is you know our inability to be responsible for things and take responsibility because we're not in any position in any.
Right.
And when people if people follow the and the consonants can change because the left can turn right, and then you just follow the right. Because keeping in mind the term back, they were never supposed to be complex or complex. They were using to do with a status.
Yeah. Grafting.
Sure. And so the rabbits tunnel underground, but they could pop.
Oh, definitely.
So I know because I was a jack, the best feet, super long and Victor Valley Jack.
Okay.
That when we come up in unexpected, it's because we are pattern in the path all the way to the tunnel already.
For sure. We in the alignment of the stars, you know, because you know we stars. We all stars. We came from the stars. You know what I'm saying?
They call those stars. Yes, sir.
For sure. For sure. Before we get out of here, man, can I get a top 5 favorite artist from you?
Wow. Let's see. Top 5 favorite artists. Damn. That's a toughie. Especially when I work with a lot with that. Like just being a producer of the music conference means such levels of that some of them don't to a record.
Yeah.
Some of them get a deal and then they disappear.
Right.
So I probably say the people that y'all never heard of.
So let me ask you: is there any artists of today that you would listen to?
Well, I listen to everything, but I come from something called a radio listener. So in other words, if a song don't grab me for 8 bars,
Yeah.
unless I'm forced to fast forward into the next.
Yeah, you can hang it up.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, that's reasonable though. That's reasonable though.
but I mean, I'm open to anything, Yeah. I mean, I'm working with some people right now. I can tell you the most impressive rappers that I know is a guy named
Futuristic, okay. What he out there in Cali?
He's in Arizona, I think.
Okay.
Gifted. Hard but man, work ethic and make honest living. And then there's a guy named Merch McVeigh who they call Brain. This is like a battle rapper that is also a certified hit.
Damn.
Yeah. Talk about this is a rap battle and his opponent.
Yeah, that's crazy. For sure. All right.
So that's two.
Okay.
I fuck with a guy named Kurtis, who's a bass guitar player.
Okay.
Out of control.
Yeah.
But the boy is in my everything.
Yeah. Real music. Real musician.
Yeah. I fuck with a keyboard player that you wonder recognize at the NAM from the room because they played together. Walked up and was watching on the TV, and you wanted to come up and next time like playing, you open it, like what? And he was like, "What's your name?" Is Ken Kane.
Ken Kane. Shout out Ken Kane. Y'all go tap in.
KENCANE.
Okay.
Yeah, the boy. He played SOS originally.
Yeah.
The SOS man. But he sings, he produces, plays. This dude does vocal coaching, teaches people piano.
Yeah. For sure. You got two more?
I got two more. Let's see. Damn. I fucked with this girl out of San Antonio, Texas. Her name is Trisha and
okay. What she got? What she got going? What she do?
Bruh. She plays guitar.
Okay.
She writes, plays guitar. Now, I'm gonna tell you that vocally she's
okay.
You heard what I said?
Heard.
Okay. And yeah, real. But the info, I've been watching it grow like 13 years.
Yeah.
And I have to say that if I say the number has to go to the Royal Love Tour because it's packed with levels of heat. Oh God!
Yeah, first G. Shout out everybody on the Royal Love Tour, man.
It's just not fair, bro. Check it out. Just on that note, so see, like when I conceptualized the Royal Love Tour, it was an anti-industry kid. Like, and I don't mean respecting what I'm saying. If you really, I'm from, there were no clubs. Like there was no rap club or place where you can say, "Oh, that's when my music come out." Like none of this. So what the fuck happens to motherfuckers have to have shit? Okay, I'm saying right now, you take the ego out of it. If you're talented, your shit. Right now, you need a label or whatever. You got the fucking QR code, motherfucker. QR code, they pull up your fucking, nowadays, you got stage. You want art QR code on the stage all the time. Because maybe they're fucking on no major. Maybe they're not, and the reality of it is just online. Just it could be a problem. Somebody can glitch some kind of way. So until they get back to the hand to a motherfucker, them electric cars.
For real.
I'm just saying, like, they're doing the math.
That's real.
Let me put everybody in the tell them when to go, when to drop, when to can't drop, like a stop, I can take it off and take it where I want it to go. So many different parts. Man, fuck that. I'll ride a horse first.
For sure. Once again, man, I appreciate you coming on the platform, man. It was an honor for the interview.
It was my honor. Big up.
For sure. This is another interview. Israel Picasso, When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah.